So according to a journalist and a writer for the website The Wrap, according to one of her sources, apparently Netflix has confirmed that they will not be picking up Girl Meets World. However, people are questioning how accurate that statement really is. What's going on, YouTube? So it didn't take long for yet more really big breaking news about Girl Meets World to break, did it? Didn't take long at all. I thought that we were gonna be able to make it the rest of the week without some more breaking news about Girl Meets World being picked up releasing. Silly me. Because it's been very, very hectic in the Girl Meets World fandom ever since the show has been canceled, which was really only like a week or a week and a half ago, but you wouldn't know that by the amount of action and chaos that has been taking place since then. So according to Linda G, a writer for the website The Wrap, she released a tweet earlier today saying that she hates to be the bearer of bad news, but Netflix is not picking up Girl Meets World. And needless to say, this tweet sent the fandom into a frenzy because nobody freaks out better than the Girl Meets World fandom, let me tell ya. And of course, this got linked to me by several people, and that is one thing I love about you guys. It's because of you I don't have to spend half of my life constantly Googling things about Girl Meets World news, which is something I actually did do when I first started talking about Girl Meets World. But now that I have so many lovely fans, you guys make it easy for me. All I have to do is check my Instagram and check my Twitter and check my YouTube. Really probably only have to check one of those things for any kind of real breaking news surrounding Girl Meets World, because you guys never fail to let me know what's going on. So again, thank you for that. But when I first found out about this, I was skeptical because I mean, we've heard nothing but positive things, and we've gotten nothing but positive vibes from Netflix since this has all started. So I mean, why out of nowhere are they suddenly no longer interested in picking up Girl Meets World? I mean, that just seemed kind of odd to me. So I thought that most likely one of two things are probably true. Either one, another network is already in serious talks and is close to picking up Girl Meets World, which is why Netflix is no longer gonna do it, or this is just not true. I thought that one of these two things was probably the case, which is why I didn't initially freak out. And plus, to be completely honest with you guys, when I found out about how Netflix has most of its shows be only 13 episodes a season, and also when I found out that they usually release all of their episodes at once, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, a part of me no longer wanted it to be on Netflix. And that's because for somebody who plans to talk about every single episode, it being released all at once would be very inconvenient for me. I mean, that's the reason that I still haven't reviewed every single Backstage episode, because they started to release one new episode a day, and I simply didn't have time to review every episode, which is why I skipped some of them. The only way I would have had time to do that is if I just dedicated my entire time to Backstage, which at the time I didn't want to do. One new episode a week works best for me. Not to mention, if you release everything at once, then there's not going to be any real build-up from episode to episode. Because as soon as you finish one episode, the other one is already going to be out, so there's going to be no real hype or hangover effect, if that makes sense. So for somebody like me, this just wouldn't have been convenient at all. Now that being said, obviously I would take this over nothing, but if there was a better option, I would certainly rather look into that instead. But I digress. Now, ever since Linda made this statement, a bunch of Girl Meets World fans took it upon themselves to ask Netflix themselves if this is true. And Netflix, or at least one of the reps at Netflix, said that this was just a rumor and not at all confirmed. But correct me if I'm wrong, but even after Netflix made this announcement, or one of the reps at Netflix said this to one of the viewers rather, the person that said this original statement is not backing down from what she originally said. Now I can be wrong about this, and if I am, somebody can, correct me. Maybe she did back down from her original statement, but I believe she's still claiming that Netflix will not pick up Girl Meets World. And I'm guessing she has some kind of source that's telling her this. I mean, she would have to, otherwise, where is she getting it from? So I mean, I guess it could be possible that maybe she is right, but Netflix hasn't confirmed it yet or made it official, which is why the rep at Netflix is under the impression that it's just a rumor and not true. I mean, I'm not really sure, but one thing that I am sure about is that until it is made completely 100% official, and it comes from the horse's mouth themselves, I don't feel like we should let up or stop trying with Netflix. Because as far as I'm concerned, as of right now, this is just an unconfirmed rumor, which may or may not turn out to be true later on. But keep in mind that Michael Jacobs confirmed that he was in talks with not just one network, but several networks. He said that several other networks were interested. So it sounds like to me Netflix may not be the only player in play right now. So this is what I suggest. I suggest that we keep going for Netflix as hard as we've been doing, and also go for Hulu, and also go for other networks possibly too. And I would say Freeform, but I mean, we've already made our voices loud and clear as far as that goes. And plus, Freeform is owned by Disney, so I don't really trust Disney to do anything right nowadays. We only need Disney to do one more right thing for us, and that is sell over the rights to Girl Meets World to another network. After that, we can end this little relationship, Disney, and move on with our lives, Disney. Because honestly, this relationship hasn't been working out for a while now. I tried to stay with you for the kids and everything, but I mean, let's be honest, Disney. You're just a lying, cheating whore, and I ain't got time to deal with that anymore. So thanks for being there for me and once being an okay person, I guess, but I think it's about time we part ways. So guys, don't lose hope. Even if this rumor does turn out to be true, Netflix is not our only option. And the only reason it's probably our #1 option as of right now is because of how nice that they've been towards us and how much interest that they have already shown towards Girl Meets World. If another network would come out and do that same thing, I guarantee you the fan base would show that network a lot of attention and love as well. But obviously, we don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes. And while I'm thinking about it, for everyone who was complaining about my Hulu video and calling me selfish, okay, first of all, I didn't even know that Hulu had so many restrictions and wasn't international because I've never had Hulu. So you can take all of your allegations and assumptions and stick it up your But also, if our only option is Hulu, I mean, I'm sorry for those who won't be able to watch it, but I would rather have it on Hulu than nothing as well. I mean, who's really the selfish one if you're trying to say that if you can't watch it, then Americans shouldn't be able to watch it either? I don't know, but if you ask me, I would think that that's probably the definition of selfish. Pot meet kettle much? And besides, people, let's not act like Hulu would be the only way to watch it anyways. Because not only am I going to review every single episode for you guys, therefore you would still get your taste of Girl Meets World and know what's going on, but something tells me that there would be other ways to watch as well. I don't know, let's just call it a hunch. So yes, our #1 option is to try to get it on a network that, you know, is international and available to everybody. But if we can't do that, I just want Girl Meets World to continue somehow, some way. So I'm all for Hulu as well as Netflix as well as another network, just to clear up my stance. But let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section below. And don't forget to keep requesting Girl Meets World Original on the Netflix website, and do the same with Hulu, except obviously put Hulu Original. And keep up the hope and keep up the fight. Because like I've said before, our fight is not over. Not by a long shot. But if you guys really enjoy my videos and want to help me make many more videos for you guys going forward, check out that Patreon link in the description box. And if you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. But as always, until next time.